Hello everybody, this is my Yule altar. As you can see, I'm using a gold cloth today, which doesn't entirely fit the altar but is very beautiful. The gold cloth came from the flower shop where I used to work up until the time the owner died. This is also the same florist who gave me the altar itself. When the shop was shut, I was told I could take any of the remaining stuff that I wanted. And there were a load of cloths that we'd use for display purposes which had no real value, but to me they had a lot of value because I'd spent an awful lot of the past 9 years climbing in and out of windows fitting them into places. So this is a very precious cloth to me, a reminder of a very happy time. On the top you can see I've got my nativity scene, well, Elizabeth's nativity scene, a little snail, just to clarify the fact that snails are God's children too. Nice bit of amber there. There's a trilobite. There's a lot of ancient things and a lot of shiny things there. There's the ivy leaves. Always bring in ivy before the holly, because if ivy enters the house first, the women rule in the coming year, and if holly enters first, the men do. So you always make sure you have an ivy leaf in the house before you bring any holly in. And I'm quite happy not to have any holly. It's not worth the risk sometimes. It's also too expensive. There's Callan, my drum, and his little brotherly rattly shaky thing. I'm so technical. And then behind them you can just see my rune sticks pointing out, which I haven't actually used yet, but I was given them by some willow trees by the squirrel guard, so I think they'll work well. Down here, these bits of cloth, those and that, were used by my chosen sister there. It's a picture of us together, drawn by a friend. Very generous gift, because we haven't actually met. It's so lovely to have that picture of us. But she used it to make pictures for my honorary nieces there, who are skilled dancers. As you can see, I've got out my amethysts. Some really nice ones at the moment. This one I love very much. Well, I love them all. Don't please take it personally, folks. Just pointing out one's beauty, it doesn't mean that I don't see the rest of it. That I got in Wallingford when I went to a job interview recently. Bought it in the little charity shop there. This is my unicorn box. I think everybody should have a little box for keeping dreams in. Now, down here, which I just knocked off, I have my Celtic spoon, my Welsh love spoon, which represents both my family lineage, and I'm not speaking lineage in the Wiccan sense of loads and loads of witches. I am descended from a line of women who had a reputation for being wise women, but they weren't proper witches or anything. They were very Christian. They would have flipped if somebody had called them a witch. But my lineage I'm proud of, the miners and midwives and jolly good people all round. It also represents hospitality, which is very important to me, a very important virtue, and especially at this time of year, and especially towards wildlife. Love these pieces of driftwood. They just have this bare wood thing that really helps going across the season. As does this beautiful tree which didn't survive, but which I remember with great affection and keep as a treasured object. That hawk represents so many things to me. I can hardly put them into words. Basically, most of the things that mean most to me: honour, sovereignty, wisdom, clear sight, all those things are represented by that beautiful hawk that my sister got for me. It was made by a Vietnamese carver who came to Greenbelt, I think it was, and was selling his wares and demonstrating his skill. The angel cost me 99p in the 99p shop, but frankly she's fantastic, and I don't mind if something's cheap. I love cheap things. Down there I have my lovely pine cones and things. Little treasures. There's my rune bag. I've been working a lot with the runes recently. I'm trying to learn to use them as letters rather than merely for divination, but I am thick as a brick, so I may give up and go back to Welsh studies, which, well, Welsh is a much easier thing to learn, trust me. There's a little bag of potpourri that Lee sent me. Lee's my chosen sister. And a little rain stick. That little bottle there is turquoise glass. I bought for catching rain in. Not catching rain, obviously. You would have to wait many years before enough rain fell through that tiny hole. But no, I gather rain in a jug and then pour it into there, and that becomes holy water. Well, it is holy water because it's rain, and you can't get more natural than that, and you can't get a better sign of divine providence. I treasure it. So I think that covers everything. I've tried to make this video so many times now, and the lighting was wrong, and everything just went wrong, and suddenly get confused and forget something. So, oh, speaking of forgetting things, here's my little Celtic bird. Pretty, isn't it? So, there we are, that's how the altar stands at the moment. I hope I haven't left anything out because I thought I'd mentioned it, because I'd mentioned it in the previous attempt, but I hope you all like the altar. Bye bye for now.